my earrings.
Yeah, they do.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of season 2 of Theories and Thoughts podcast with your hostess Arnya and
Fancy.
As I was saying, I have little lips, so they get messed up right here in the creases. I should have been did that. Anyway, hey Fancy, hey, it is the wine down, but we don't have wine this week. We got.
It's been a rough month.
It's been a rough month. I know for me because I'm still in the hotel. So I'm sipping on Fireball. What you sipping on?
Well, I had some Jack Daniel's honey.
Jack Daniel's honey. Jack Daniel's is nasty to me. But Fireball might be nasty to people, so
Fireball, okay. It's
I drink it on the rocks.
Does that mean with ice?
Yes.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, girl. And I'm drinking it out of my Ashley Finley cup. I interviewed her for the listening party. I need to get back on. I'm about to start doing stuff. This whole snowmageddon, and knocked me off, of course. Anyway, I finally got moved on Sunday.
That's a good thing.
Huh?
I said that's a good thing.
It is a good thing after I had to tell off the first movers because they were just kind of like, you're not ready to move. I'm like, yes, I am. Well, you have too much loose stuff. What's loose? Leave it. If it's loose and you can't move it, don't move it. I don't understand. Well, you have a lot of loose stuff this now. All right. How big is your storage? It don't matter. I know it's big enough. This stuff can go in there. And it was big enough. So I had to get some more movers. Shout out to you for keeping me calm. She was like, everything okay? And I talked to you until the new movers got there, but it was an all-day fiasco. But I'm happy. I'm happy that my stuff got moved. So blessings on that. What's new with you, boo?
Well, our website died, and it has been very sad. But basically, I mean, I'm working on that. I'm working on the issue. And the issue is it's coming along well. I just finished interviewing our cover story last week. So that was Nicole Walters of USA. She's the boss, if anybody watches. Yep, we got Nicole. I love her relationship with Eddie. I know you said you weren't familiar with her, but it's a good show, though, and it comes on USA on Thursday nights. So
what's the name of it?
She's the boss.
Oh, okay.
She's the boss. Yep. Hi, Marcy.
Hey,
Marseille.
Enrique.
And also Enrico.
I say Enrique.
Oh.
All wrong. Well, that's good. I'm happy about it, and our audience will learn more about them.
Yeah,
so that works out. So the Shavin, what's his name? Siobhan case is going on right now. It is important to remember that George Floyd is not on trial, but the police officer is. I know a lot of people were saying that, as they always do, they try to downplay who the hey Nadia. They try to downplay who the victim is to try to make it seem like, I guess, that they deserved it or something like that. So that's going on right now. I'm not watching because I'm protecting my peace.
I don't blame you. I'm not watching either. I don't know. I would like to know that, I'm looking to see how it's going to play out, but just sitting and going through that again, I don't think that's good for anyone's mental state right now.
Right. Definitely. Hey, Seth.
Thank you, Seth.
Thank you. Yeah, so, I mean, that's going on. The Sweetie and Quavo video, them people business. I was like, let me step up out these people business.
I'm almost kind of curious, like, at what point is it a private moment, but at the same time, like, we can't, can we just ignore it? It's her business. What is she saying about it?
I don't think that she said anything. I don't. Before the taping of this, I did not see where either one of them had said anything. It was first I seen a video on Shade Room, and the Shade Room just had a little piece of it, and that was when he slung her ass in that elevator. And TMZ has the full video, and it looks like, and us ladies need to keep our hands to ourselves, and if he trying to leave, let him leave. But it looks like she grabbed his bag, and he was grabbing that bag back and slung her with it.
Well, I did kind of think from the Shade Room video, I did think that she more so got slung with the bag. It's almost like I'm not going to say fell, but it just didn't seem like it was a lot of force put into when she went down. I will say that. Yeah. Either way, it's not a good look. And,
it's not a good look.
People were talking about them being relationship goals and so on. And then the breakup happening, it was like, oh, maybe we need to rethink our relationship goals. But
well, the thing is this: when we're looking at relationship goals, we need to really pay attention. Hey, Mariah, you caught us, girl. Where
hey,
you,
Mariah?
One thing we have to realize is that people go through things in relationships, and
right.
that any relationship, that's a friendship, a family member, a love, anything. Romantical people go through stuff. So when we're saying relationship goals and we want what they have, we might not want to go through that arguing that they had to get past, Lately I have been watching Black Love and just seeing what all these different people went through, you know what I'm saying? Because no relationship is perfect, and it's not always peachy cream, and you never know what a person is going through behind closed doors.
Right.
And me and Arnisha was talking tonight, because she was like, even with the Chris Brown situation, I was like, I don't think that he was fighting by himself. I don't think that Rihanna was just hopeless. She just don't come off like, oh, I'm going to just let you beat my tail type of person. Was he wrong from hitting her the way he did? Yes. Was Quavo wrong from slinging her? But like you said, it didn't seem like a whole lot of force. It seemed like he was trying to get in this elevator. Like if you look at the TMZ video, it's like she grabs it out of the elevator, and he's trying to push her, and when he grabbed it, he slings her with it. But she hit that elevator very hard, because it shows the rest of the video, and she's having a hard time getting up, and then she stumbles out of the elevator.
Yeah, I saw from the Shade Room video that it seemed like she had a hard time getting up then, and that's what made me kind of pay attention to it, because I was like, startled by how long it took her to get up. But I didn't see anything else occur. But it just stuff like that, I just can't help but wonder, like, is this really something for us to speak on, or is this like a private matter? Where do we draw the line with the private matters? Because like you said, people do go through stuff in relationships. Not every day is roses, but they're not in a relationship. So, and then they're both kind of, well, I don't know. He in his 30s, is he?
No, they're both in their 20s, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I thought what's his name was like in his 30s. The one Cardi B would go with, what's his name?
Offset,
the one she's married to. Yeah. So I was just thinking they're young and maybe, but I don't know.
I mean, that's the biggest thing. Like, they are young. They're young, and that doesn't excuse it.
No, it doesn't.
One bit. But at the same time, it's one of those situations where I'm like you. When is it not our business? When is it? People have made it so that it's everybody's business, everything. Even the situation with Kirk Franklin.
Oh.
And think, I was like, we need to tiptoe up out of their business. He's 29. Quavo's 29.
Oh, okay.
He's 29.
He's not in the man up too.
Huh?
I said he in the man up stage area as well.
Yeah. I mean, I never think that these girls, because these girls out here are very, and again, I'm not saying that people should be fighting. I'm just saying that I don't think that they're just sitting around getting beat up on.
Right.
nothing like if Cardi came out with something, I would never think that she just sitting around letting them beat her up. Like, I mean, that never came out. Offset is 29 too, and what's the other one name?
Take Off.
Take Off.
Hey, Sharona.
Hey, Sharona. So yeah, I just and him Take Off is 26.
I was about to say he seemed young.
The youngest one. So it's that's a good question. Y'all tell us what y'all think in the comments. I agree. It's never our business, but unfortunately that's what comes with being famous.
Yeah.
Right. I was about to ask. So y'all tell us, when does it not be our business? When should we back off? Because I just feel like some of it is private family matters. A lot of things other people have gone through, and y'all sit back, not y'all, but people sit back and comment, oh, I wouldn't go through, I wouldn't. And y'all going through the same shit if it's not worse.
Right.
And that's what, like, you're going through the same thing, or if not worse, but you want to comment on other people. Oh, she's stupid. Oh, this, oh, that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I'm not saying that it's right either. Not saying that it should be happening. You know, and like Sweetie said, it's a lot that people don't know. And like Quavo's sister came out, it's a lot. Y'all don't know Sweetie for real. We don't know Sweetie for real. We just, this persona that she brings, and we don't know what they went through, because in no relationship you don't always just tell your friends everything that's going on. That's like with me and old boy. Don't say, we ain't gonna say his name, but I was like telling you stuff that you that happened. No, you don't tell your friends everything that happened in the situation while you're going through it. But afterwards, you be like, yeah, he did this and this third. That's just what we do. That's what we do. Mariah said, I feel like sometimes they want us to see them going through some of the things they're going through. She said, roof facts, because I sure know. Yeah. I mean, it's a sad situation for them. They're young, but they're going to shake back. And I won't be surprised if they get back together.
Well, Chris and Rihanna never did. And I really hate that their relationship played out the way that it did. But, and I don't even like to bring up the Rihanna situation, because I just feel like they were young, and they were even younger than these two, I think, weren't they? And just, it changed their trajectory, seems like it. Although both of them seem to be doing well, but things could have possibly went very differently. So
right, because Chris Brown is just now 31, so that was that was a long,
at least 10 years ago.
That was, I'm about to see,
because 2008, 2007 or something.
2009.
Oh, okay. I said 2008 because I moved here. I remember moving here, and some song was out then. That's when she was really reigning.
So that was more than 10 years ago. That was 12 years ago.
Yeah.
So if he's 21 now, he was just 19. But it's never okay for a man to put his hands on a woman, and it's never okay for a woman to put her hands on a man, and that's period. If you can't fight by just arguing, don't fight at all. You know what I'm saying? It's never okay. It's never okay for a woman to put her hands on another woman or a man. Fighting is just not it. And I tell people all the time, I got too much to lose. Now, if I need to, it'll happen, but I got too much to lose at this point. Yeah,
I just don't believe in getting physical. I agree. I have too much to lose as well. And sometimes you just yourself, like if you were to be physical, then you could possibly just snap and lose it. So I just much rather just go head on. We can go our separate ways.
Agreed. So have you guys seen the trailer for our new show, Theories and Thoughts Deep Dive? It's hot. I love it. You're so funny. You're like, I'm just, I don't know what we were talking about in that moment, but I love it. I like it. I like when you're like, I like it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for the public to see the different episodes and the conversations that we're having, and as we go forth with it. I just, I'm ready for opinions. I'm ready for people to tell us.
Yeah, I think we have some interesting conversations. I think that they're conversations that needed to be had, like once people hear them, then they might be like, oh, I've been thinking about that too or something. That's what I'm hoping, the type of feedback we're going to get. I mean, of course, we're open to whatever else. Maybe they weren't what we thought, but I think that they're relatable, and like when you mentioned, we chose a time. So y'all, it's going to be premiering next Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time. So, excuse me. So you can watch on the Exposure TV Network app, and then we're going to be on the WYSP channel. So when you're watching, we of course love your feedback. Then we should have done something like maybe I don't know if we have any Twitter followers on here though. I'll say, remember how we used to do the Twitter watch parties thing?
Oh my goodness, I miss Love Is.
Look, his little girl is like, his little girl done grew up. I mean, like she's like 1 or 2. The baby that he had in real life, yeah, she's so cute. She just had a birthday, and I'm just like, dang, it's been that long.
I know, I hate it. I love Love Is, but Amara Kill. Did I say her name right?
I don't know. I can't think of it right now.
Well, she did. She has a new production deal with somebody as well. So I think Netflix. Mariah, you want to host it? I'm gonna be at work, y'all.
Oh. But it was something I was trying to tell them about the watch parties. Oh, when you said that about like they could be cooking or I do think it's a show that, that you can pay attention to and still do other stuff while doing it. That might seem weird, but I guess because it is a conversation, so you could just listen to it, And
I think people are gonna be like, I think a lot of people are gonna be talking back to us.
Mm-hmm.
I think that people are gonna be talking back to us, gonna be like, no fancy, Anya. Especially that part when I say, ladies, don't get mad at me. I have no idea what I was talking about.
I want to say I remember, but it just slipped my mind because I was watching them yesterday, and I was thinking about it then, and I was like, oh, that's where it came from. I think we were talking about women working with women and versus working with men. So, yeah.
Yeah, Amara Brock Akil inked the deal with Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wonder if they're still married. They still married.
Are they? Mm-hmm. Lord, we lost the show.
What you said?
We the ones that lost the show. Like, did nobody else lose in this situation but us that was watching Love Is? Right. I wanted to see what was going to happen with the TV show and everything. Like,
so, like, I wanted to see all of that. Like, I wonder if there's a way that I can watch it again. Like, I just thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed the writing on it.
Yeah.
Like, it just seemed like typical stuff. People was like, nah, he toxic, he this. But how many times do we go through that? Like, he said he really, he with his ex, they just roommates. Some of us fall for that, even though they was about to break up. But I'm just saying, how many times will you meet your soulmate just randomly somewhere?
Yeah, that was a good show.
It was. Real quick, before we go into the episodes, did you see that Michael Strahan closed his gap?
Yeah, I saw you tag me in that. Actually, I know you was like that. What did you say? That was his signature look or something?
Yeah, that was his signature, like mine.
Which is cute. I mean, and his was cute too, but it's like, I'm not gonna lie, he looked like a totally different person with it closed.
Right.
But he looks handsome though.
He's been handsome.
Yeah. But I'm just like, he looks like, like almost like somebody else. Like, is that Michael or is that so-and-so,
I've always liked Michael Strahan, even when he played for the Giants. I thought he had a sex appeal about him, and then he just has this he speaks well. I love a man that speaks well, and he's handsome, and he carries himself like you never see him looking out of sorts. And his hustle is sexy because he was on Kelly and Michael. He was on the Good Morning America, and he was doing the sports. You know what I'm saying? But he was just kind of subbing on Good Morning America. But when he went full time on there, you know, it's just.
What is he doing now?
He does sports. He's still a sportscaster, and he does Good Morning America.
Oh.
And I think he does something. He does a game show.
Cause I was wondering what he loved Kelly and Michael, right? And it was like a big deal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Like Kelly was upset.
Yeah. Okay. Mariah says she may be able
like. We're gonna have to get it that we can do it. We knew we didn't want to do it on Tuesday nights. Straight hand. I was trying to find out if what he's doing right now. Wow. He does look like a totally different person. I just think that was sexy to me. He's not married. He's from Houston.
Oh, he's from
Houston. Michael. He's 10 years older than me. He's 49. He'll be 50 this year. Hey, Michael, you Yeah, he does. He's a sports analyst for Fox NFL Sunday. He's a co-anchor on Good Morning America. He used to host Kelly and Michael, and he's host the daytime Emmys. So he does. No, it says he won two daytime Emmys. So he does a lot. He does a lot. I know he does a lot giving back and stuff, and he loves his kids. Love a man who loves his kids.
Yeah, that is always a plus because you never know with men nowadays.
Right. So we had some excellent guests this month. It has been a crazy month because I've been out of my home. But we've had some great guests. Our first guest was Nikki. We talked about the importance of sisterhood. Nikki has a group called a
Beautiful Mess.
Beautiful Mess. I always mix it up. I was about to say a mess beautiful. I don't know. A Beautiful Mess. And we talked about the importance. Why did she feel like it was a need? You know, so many times that talking about on the show too, why women feel like they can't work with other women. Or why I can't tell my sister what's going on with me. You know, I'm thankful that I have you. I have Anisha. I have, you know, other people in my tribe, Sharona, just people that I could just be like, I'm not okay right now. I'm not okay. And I could be vulnerable in that space. But a lot of women don't feel like they have that, or people that's just real with them. I'm one that feel like I have to have those people that I could just be honest, you know, as people say, naked. Like I could just be with, you know. So that was important for us to talk about because so many times women are always talking about how, oh, I can't deal with this woman. I can't do this, that, and the third. When my sister, she's not my competition. She's my sister. And I used to before would not call people sis. I would not. I hated it. And then one day I just adapted. And now everybody sis.
Well, I remember I used to not call people sis either because people used to, I don't know what they were saying. Something, I guess, as if to say was something negative, some type of negative connotation with it. But for me, like when I call someone sis, it's more so like I'm really trying to open, like express my openness to having a friendship or a relationship with someone, you know, as opposed to just them being another person. Like, no, I already see you as someone that, you know, that I'm not going to say that I care about, but almost in a sense I do, because I care for all people. So
right, I'm that person that if you're in my space, I love you, and I'll tell you I love you like my friend. Even if it's a guy friend, I love you like my friend. I love you as my friend. It's not romantic. It's I just love you. Whenever I hang out with you, I tell you I love you. You know, whenever I hang out with my friends, I make sure that they know, my family, I need you to know that I love you. So if this is the last time, I'll never have that regret.
Yeah, and I'm big on that as well. My whole family is, so we're always like, I remember someone was like, you and your family, I always say I love you before you hang up the phone, but that's of importance, you know. Like right. You never know if it's going to be the last time. I want to make sure you do know that much.
Right. You may can't stand my ex, but Reverend Malone came the next week and he gave us, the name of the book is Man Up, A Woman's Guide to the Modern Man. Now, I thought I grabbed mine and put it over here, but I didn't.
I wish I would have thought about putting mine over here because I've been reading it.
Have you?
Yeah.
I need to. I've just been going crazy. I've been having crazy stuff happen, so I haven't had a chance to read it yet. And he sent me an extra book with it.
Yeah.
Which was so nice. Thank you, Reverend Malone. He was excellent in telling us advice, just being honest. Like that one clip that I did pull when he was like, if you know, well, here's the thing, when he was saying that just having a job and being able to take care of yourself is minimum. Like, I've never heard somebody say that, because most men feel like, I got a job, I got it going on, but they feel like they don't have something else. And when he was like, you know, whenever I have to think on what's going on with me, then I gotta fix it. And they don't want to do that because they don't want to fix it. And I was like, oh my goodness, like so yeah. I thought that was real just the thought of having to change who you are. Nobody wants to change who they are, but I feel like women are more adaptable in changing who they are and changing what they want. In some cases, with a relationship, like if I think that women, I'll get it to you. I'll go to his site, go to his page, Mariah, Reverend Malone. You remember Reverend Malone? He used to go to church with us. So many times I didn't miss my whole train of thought. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, also he pointed out like the fact that men, I'm not gonna say can't stand to be corrected, or also the fact that they, and also in the book, maybe, well, I think he mentioned it too, because I'm like, maybe I'm reading it in the book, but he also mentioned it, like that men, I'm not gonna say have these personas, but just this image, you know. And when we start to really get into their business, then we start to kind of, as he put it, throw rocks at a glass house, you know. And so that oftentimes they don't want to expose what's really going on with them. So it was really good. Even when he said that about sometimes, you know, we as women can wait, you know, or we can go on with our lives, but like, we're not supposed to be trying to baby him. That's not what we need to be doing, you know, because really we're supposed to put it in God's hands and let him deal with the situation. So he said a mouthful in just, you know, the amount of time that we spoke with him.
Agreed. I really enjoyed the conversation. We're gonna have to have fun. Just to speak to that the man situation, because a lot of women, you know, and the way he came off, it wasn't like, let me give y'all advice on this, because so many times I get tired of people always trying to tell women how to be women, but never tell men how to be men, or never tell them that they're in the wrong. Oh, he got a job and he making money. You better hold on to that. That's what people usually say. And I'm like, no, but he don't treat me like I want to be treated, you know?
Right.
And he even pointed out in the Bible, it says a man that finds a wife is already together, is already a wife, but it says a man, he's not yet a husband. You know, and there should be a period outside his family's home. So it was like really, really, really good. And I really enjoyed it. I really did. I don't know. That is, and I see you put lowering standards. Sometimes we do lower our standards, deal with things that we probably wouldn't have dealt with before. And finding love in the wrong places, sometimes it's not the right time. So, anything else on that?
You were kind of going out, just letting you know, but I could hear most of what you were saying. But dang, it was one other thing on that he pointed out. I can't think of it. If I think of it again, I'll circle back or something, but I can't think of it now either. So who did we have next? We had Nicole R. Good, MA.
Mm-hmm. She talked about how ladies can be confident in discussing sex, talking about sex. she gave us some good thoughts. You know, if you're not confident in any other things, you're not gonna be confident in talk about sex.
Yeah, and that was kind of almost, I was about to say the gist of it. Like, and if you lack that confidence, then you should be possibly checking into some past experiences or trying to see. Well, because I actually, I attended the event she had as well, and it was some interesting questions. I won't disclose all that. You know, if you're interested, then you all can follow Nicole, and then she might invite you to the event. So she said that you have to kind of express interest in the subject in order for her to know if you're legit or not. But I thought it was kind of interesting because I kept thinking, and I think you thought that as well, that it was going to be like a certain way. But basically, it's all about the inner self kind of before we can just, or like you said, the confidence before really changing anything. But also, she made a great point of if should you have experienced any type of sexual trauma, that you definitely need to let your partner know about it. You know, that should be discussed. That was another great point that she made.
Yeah, I agree with that 100% because they can possibly grab you a certain way or something. You know, some people like to choke people doing the act of sex, and if you dealt with that trauma, you're not gonna want to be choked, and your mate here choking you, and now you trying to kill him because you went flashback to that point when it wasn't really sexual.
Right.
So I thought the conversation, it was good. She was like, and I agree with her. Like, I'm not going to invite you to a special thing if you're not really into this. Is not really the subject. And I appreciate how she said that. You know, people be like, guys be like, well, can you show me how to do this or this, that, and the third? And she be like, yeah, but me and you can't do that. Like, this ain't for me and you to do. I'm the teacher. And she made it a point to say that, you know, you have to have some credentials in order to really be a sexologist.
Yeah.
You have to have some credentials because there's some studying and stuff that you should go through.
Yep. So
last week we had Quinn of Black Men with Beards. Excuse me. Quinn developed, her and her partner, Aaron, that I went to high school with, both developed a page called Black Men with Beards because Quinn said that one of her friends were being stereotyped or something because he had a beard and he kind of had an Arab look about him. Like, people from New Orleans, a lot of them look kind of Indian, kind of Muslim-like, especially when they start growing their hair real long and different things. And she wanted to show some appreciation to the Black men. But what I thought was an interesting part of that conversation was how you and Herbert basically said that it's hard to get Black men to support, even when you're celebrating.
Yep. It's very hard. I think unless you have someone that the Black man finds like that they look up to, if they're doing it, then they might be interested. But if they're not doing it, you know what I mean? It's just not the same. And it's crazy. Because then they'll be saying, you know, everything is for the Black woman. The Black woman is so empowered. We do this for the Black woman, da da da. And then when people are trying to celebrate you, you only look, as she said it herself, when they post or when we post Black women, then you might see the Black man appear on the timeline or whatever. But otherwise, and it's crazy. But it's the truth though.
Right. When women are the buyers in the household.
Yeah, the decision makers.
So when it comes to beard things, because we want to see our men groom, some of them do. Some of them know how to groom themselves, but a lot of them ain't there yet.
There are a lot.
A lot of them not there yet.
Struggling beards, but yeah.
I mean, they oil, you know, just a little bit. I don't know. But anything else you want to talk about this month as we close out Women History Month?
I No, it has. It seems. I will say, I'm used to Nadia having her event every year for Women's Week, Women's
Mhm.
Empowerment Week. So it has been different not having it this year because it kind of like the month just flew by, and I'm like, what in the world happened to it, you know? But other than that, that's really it. Well, I mean, but guys, don't forget next Thursday at 6 p.m. You can catch us on the WYSP TV channel, and we're going to be premiering Theories and Thoughts Deep Dive. And the channel is on the Exposure TV network. So you have to get the app. The app is available on iOS devices, Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV, and Android TV.
Let's see if I can go through it. Show y'all. So it's exposure.
Exposure TV
Let's
network.
see.
You have Android
Let's
TV or
see.
what
Let's
you?
see. I have Android network, TV network.
Okay, you can see it. I can't see. I can't see that. Is it like blue and orange? Yeah, that's it.
So that's it right there, guys. Only thing I do is hit install. And there you have it.
So we hope to see you all supporting there as well. And oh, I did forget. Just as we are closing out, there is going to be a network lunch party. Let me give y'all the details because I forgot to put it when you were saying that about the event that you wanted to announce. I wasn't thinking about it. The lunch party is going to be Monday, April the 5th at 7 p.m. And it's going to be on YouTube and Facebook. So the WYSP TV page. Where's Jamil tonight? Okay. Thank you, Johnson. He said he got it.
So once I get here to the Exposure Network, where do I go? Well, it hasn't launched yet, so
yeah. So it may be the reason why. Because I'm like, okay, but that's about that.
Thursday, I will be speaking in a beautiful mess group, Trusting God Through the Storm. Nikki had asked me a while ago to come in and speak, give some encouraging words, but that's what I'll be talking about. I put a beautiful mess and then a beautiful mess group. I meant to put Trusting God Through the Storm because that's the name of it. That's what I'll be talking about. I messed it up on the outline. So I'll be talking about trusting God through the storm. You guys know, again, just staying focused, keeping your eyes on God while hell is breaking loose around you. And how do you stay calm? What you do? What you gonna do? You know, it's not easy. I'm not gonna act like it's easy, but come in here, what I got to talk about, okay? All right. So that's that. Anything you're gonna be doing? Anything?
I'd like to thank Lakeisha Mosley again for having me as a keynote speaker for her story event earlier this month, and I think that's it. Oh, also shout out to Cultural Gallery magazine. Is it a magazine? Well, they interviewed me this weekend and it was a lot of fun though. I had a good conversation with them. And they're kind of new, but I see that they are already coming with some heavy hitters. So thanks to those guys, and hopefully we can have them on the show on Theories and Thoughts as well for some conversation.
We're gonna try to have them on May. Next week we will have Ms. and Dr. Angela. Oh, he says Caroline Stevens also. Oh, that's Jermel. I'm like, who's posting that? There's Jermel.
Oh, also thank Miss Carolyn Stevens. Yes, Dr. Carolyn Stevens. She had me on this month too. And I'm sorry, because I'm just like, somebody else had me on as well. On your now, thank them. There's been like an interview every week. I hadn't even realized it. But shout out to all those people and Miss Doreen Breed Letsome, who allowed me to moderate her Clubhouse event with her last week as well. I got to sit on that panel. So yeah.
Cause you dope, sis.
Yes,
As always, hey, that's always good. As always, don't forget to follow me on. Well, you can follow me by going to my link tree. Why my mind? My link tree is LadiCEO, Lady with an I, LadiCEO. You can find all my clients. I'm on there. You can, if you need to email me, or if you have a topic that you think we should discuss, email me at arnya@ladiceo.com. If you have a suggestion for a guest or something, email us at theories and thoughts at LadiCEO.com. So
right. And guys, you all can find me on it's Fancy Swagger on all platforms. My link tree is Fancy Thoughts, and Swagger Magazine, of course, is my magazine. So be certain to check us out there. You can find all the Swagger's platforms at Swagher. That's SWAGHER magazine.
Next week we have Dr. Miss Angela Rivers. She will be talking about her upcoming fashion show, Ohio Curvy Fashion Week, which I will be the red carpet moderator. Host. Okay. Is it a host or moderator? I think it's the host. So I will put I'll probably put content on Swagger's social media. Okay. As well as I interview people, I just look at people, look at what they coming in, honey, and checking out the show, talking to the designers and more, plus size fashion, honey. So she'll talk to us about her show, how long she's been doing it. I've walked in her shows up till now, and I told her I didn't feel like walking, but I'm probably gonna wind up walking. It happens. But it just feels good to be doing something different. So she was like, no, you're gonna come do something. So that's what I chose to do. So she'll be our guest next week. All right.
All right. Well, bye, y'all.
Bye.